Hey guys, it's Caleb from Bricklove, and today I'm going to be reviewing sets 4194 and 4193, the LEGO Whitecap Bay and London Escape from the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. These are the last two Pirates of the Caribbean sets that we didn't have in the previous video, so if you want to check that one out, look at the link in the description below or click on the bubble in the screen now. But let's go ahead and get into the review. We're going to start off with 4193, the London Escape. The set came with 5 figures. First is Jack Sparrow, the same one we've seen in 4 other sets. The next is King George's Officer, who did also appear in a blister pack, and the head here was used on Indiana Jones and a few other figures as well. The next is King George's Soldier, which uses the Imperial Guards uniform from the early Pirates theme. And next is Joshua Gibbs, the same one you get in another set as well. And the Coachman is unique to this set. His head did appear on a Prince of Persia set, and his shirt was used by Ollivander in 2011. For what was originally a $50 set, these figures are actually pretty good. Starting with the vehicles first, there are 2 carriages, each with a different horse. This one is a coal cart, and it's all just a simple wagon. It doesn't have any front turning wheel system or anything like that. But if you push down the back of the coal cart section, you can actually have flames come up. This is a reference to one of the scenes in the movie, and it's actually pretty simple to do. It also includes a few tools on the cart as well. The other cart can actually have people inside. It does have a separate turning system for the front wheels, so it does turn a little bit more accurately. On the inside, there's room for a figure to sit down, and both side doors open. There's some lamps on the side, there's a chest in the back, and if you want to put Jack Sparrow on the top, there is a mechanism for you to be able to fling him backwards, kind of like when he jumps off in the movie. To me, this seems like a really weird feature because the figure doesn't really lock in at all. He just kind of slides off or falls wherever, so I don't know if this is really needed. And other than that, there's room at the very front for the driver to sit. Now, the building is actually a really weird design, but it actually came in 2 smaller builds. There's a keg and a table with some bottles on it. Now, looking at the side of the building, obviously it has a front with a front door. It's got the sign hanging off the back. This other side does have a hinge piece, so you can flatten out the front if you want it to look that way or turn it. It's very simple on the inside. There's not a whole lot of base plates. There's some decorations on the wall, a small area up top for figures to sit, and then some barrels on the side blocking that secret entrance that you can see on the other side. There's not a whole lot of playability here. The set doesn't look complete that much. It's not a full building. You can't really sit anywhere and have the front facade, especially with that angled piece. It kind of prevents it from sitting down on a base plate unless you open it up all the way and have this other part sticking back. Next up, we're going to be looking at set 4194, Whitecap Bay. Now, this sold for $80 when it first came out. In total, it comes with 6 figures. Starting off again with Jack Sparrow, this is the same one that came in the last set and in 2 other sets. There's the Gunner Zombie, who came in a total of 4 sets. The next figure is Philip, who only appeared in this set. Specifically, his torso and his head are unique, with printing on both the front and back of the torso and the head. And his hair only appeared on 2 other figures in this color. There's Scrum, who's only appeared in 2 sets, this and the blister pack that I previously mentioned. Only front printing on the face, but everything else is unique to him except the hat. And then next are 2 mermaids. The first one is blonde. The hairpiece is from other sets, but everything else on this figure is unique to just this set. And the head is double-sided. One side has the scales and the other one looks like a human face. And there is even printing on the back of the tail. And then the other mermaid is Serena, and everything on this figure is unique to her except for the hair again. Same thing with the double-sided face with scales on one side and human face on the other, and then the printing on the back of the fin. So another really good figure selection for this set. Now, looking at the set itself, there are some accessories like these boats out front. They do have an area here to connect the nets, like they were trying to capture the mermaids in the movie. You can remove that net and use it elsewhere. I'll show you in a minute. But the boats do connect. They both have torches, oars, and buckets with them. The set also includes an anchor, which it doesn't tell you where it goes or attaches to. It doesn't even show up on the box art, but I just put it there leaning against the wall. The rest of the set is really large. There's some sections to the left and the right which are connected through pins, so you can remove them and swap them if you want, or play with them separately. If you pull the pin on the left side, you'll spill these cylinder pieces everywhere that are supposed to look like oil. On the right side, you can open up these gates, and there's a launcher for the net that I previously mentioned. If you stuff it inside there, you can push out or entirely remove this cannon here and use it to launch the net onto some figures if you want. And like I said, part of making this as a play set is that you can remove the cannon just by sliding it off of the rail that it's on, and you can play with it separately if you want, it doesn't matter. There is some landscaping leading up to the front door of the tower, and all along the set there are these wooden looking shed roofs everywhere, and on the right side above where the cannon is, there is a little area where the parapets are where a figure can walk around or stand. The back of the set reminds me a lot of the Scooby-Doo Mansion one, but you can see where it's just clean cut on the back, and you can see where each of the different sections of the walls connects. On the bottom there's a table, some chairs. The middle is kind of like this area where the oil's supposed to be, and then the top of the tower and the parapets above that. There is a light piece here that has the magnifying glass. I am missing one of the wheels that goes on the side of the light piece. It was missing that, and the light no longer functions. It's been so long. But you can angle it up and down. Now there's not a whole lot going on in this middle room here because there is an interactive feature here that's supposed to make the tower explode like it does in the movie. If you move this slider here in the middle to the left and the right, you'll knock off these little side parts of the tower. You can do this from the front or the back of the set, and it'll cause the whole tower to collapse in the different segments that you built it in. The caution here is that the set came out in 2011, so all the brown is the really brittle brown, and so we got to be really careful when I do this. Ironically, both the sets that I'm reviewing in this video, which have a lot of brown, do combine using instructions or things you can unlock from the original LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean website that combine them to create a Port Royal set. It's kind of an unofficial set, but you can combine the pieces into one large port. I'm not doing that in this video, but maybe in the future, if I decide to take these apart and do it, I will. Maybe even add that to our pirate section in our LEGO world. But overall, this is a really good set. It had an amazing figure selection. Twice the price as the first one, but it definitely had a lot more playability, and you could use this a lot more easily in a pirate area if you wanted to. And with that, we now have the whole LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean theme sets. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And again, if you haven't seen the previous video, check it out in the link in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.